Hey, what is poppin', ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Fizz, bringing you guys the UPA Week 5 battle. Yeah, Week 5 battle, going up against Ange and the Maine Absols. So we picked up an unfortunate loss last week to Clyde. So we're both 2-2 at the moment for the time being, I believe, and that was really awkward. So this game is very important because I really want to be over 500 throughout the entire season. I think that's what I'm going to try to go for. Not necessarily like a goal, but it's just going to be really good to be above 500 for the majority of the season. And if we win this game, we're going to be first in the division if Clyde loses his next game. So that's really good. And depending on differential, I'm able to take the #1 spot if I win with enough margin against Angelina. I don't know why I said her full name, but that's what it is. But yeah, it's going to be a very good game here. And Ange is indeed a female, so if I say he or him in this battle, I am sorry. It's just a force of habit. So I do that with all my female opponents. But yeah, man, nevertheless, I'm going to jump right into her team. First off, she has a Kieran Black, then the Jirachi, Togekiss, Nihilego, Mega Sharpedo, Silvally, Chestnut, Salazzle, Gliscor, and the Galvantula. So a pretty balanced team, I'd like to think. But one thing that I noticed that I love a lot is she has no bulky water other than like Silvally water. So, and that gets shipped really easily, so that's really fine by me. So that means something like a Zardex can really dent her team like incredibly. And yeah, that's the first thing I saw. Other than that, she has a pretty good core, like a defensive core, nice offense, pretty solid rockers as well. But yeah, the first thing I want to exploit is that water, the lack of a really good water type. So yeah, man, in general, it's going to be really tough to play around Jirachi and Togekiss, as those can be very, very potent offensive threats. So definitely need to watch out for those, and I need to prep for them accordingly, because you know what kind of garbage they can do to my team, or any team in general. But yeah, man, anyways, first off, I have my Comfy here. With Drain, Kiss, U-Turn, Synthesis, and Defog. Defog is really nice because I don't want to get spike stacked. And yeah, I just don't want to get spike stacked, and webs can definitely come because my removal option isn't the best ever. Like, it's going to be Coco, Hawlucha, Zardex, all don't really want to run Defog. My best Defogger is probably like Comfy and Delmise, but Delmise doesn't have a good matchup at all, so that's why I'm not bringing it. So yeah, I'm really forced to bring Defog on this to make it so that Galvantula can't really set up webs on me. I really want that. And Comfy is really nice here because it can revenge a Kieran Black if it's low enough. It can revenge a Mega Sharpedo at full health because that thing's an Unmon, and it can hit a lot of things pretty hard, as I'm running a lot of special attack investment on this Comfy right here. And it's also a really nice bulky pivot that can U-turn in Synthesis. I can U-turn out on the Jirachi switch in, the Nihilego switch in, a lot of things. So very nice stuff there, and in general just a really nice bulky pivot that can revenge the Sharpedo and the Kieran Black, as well as defog the webs and spikes away. So that's his main job here, and I think it's going to do well. Next up, I have my Coco here with Life Orb, 3 attacks and Roost, Wild Charge, D-Gleam, Hidden Power, Ice, and Roost. I originally had Defog on this thing, but I decided that Comfy was a much better defogger in this game because it is able to U-turn and pressure stuff out. But I guess Coco is as well, but I liked it more on Comfy because I can have the move slot on this thing to run Roost. Life Orb through attacks is really nice here. Wild Charge, I'm more of a mixed set here. Wild Charge is really nice for Nihilego. I can one-shot that thing. Thunderbolt does not one-shot Nihilego, but Wild Charge does due to its paper Fizz Def. So that's really nice. Dazzling Gleam hits Kieran Black very hard because I am Life Orb. So I felt like the Life Orb was much better than like a Z Electric or Dazzling Gleam or whatever. So yeah, really gonna hit things hard. HP Ice completely bodies a Gliscor unless it's running Spdef investment, which I feel like that's definitely a possibility, but it can also run some Fizz Def. I don't really know what Gliscor set she's gonna run, so I definitely need to watch out for that. But after Rocks Chip, HP Ice does one-shot that Gliscor. But yeah, and Roost for Longevity is really nice, so I can switch into the Togekiss much better, because I really need to keep health on the Registeel for something like the Kieran Black and Togekiss and Nihilego. So Registeel is really pressured here, so Roost gives me that nice longevity to be able to switch in to some of those Pokemon, especially like the Togekiss and Jirachi, depending on the situation. So nice longevity there, paired with Life Orb is really nice, and just really good at breaking her team. And yeah, next up I have my Hawlucha, a pretty nice set here. Drain Punch, Acrobatics, Bulk Up, and Sub. this thing kind of wins late game. I can potentially sub in front of something like the Gliscor. He can't really do much to me other than running Ice Fang, but if I can bulk up in front of that, it's pretty much game over if I'm in terrain, because nothing outspeeds other than a +2 Sharpedo, but I'm going to be behind a sub, and I do one-shot that thing with Drain Punch, so I do have a longevity on this thing to pretty much win the game. I'm running enough speed to outspeed pretty much everything under terrain, and I can outspeed Mega Sharpedo at +2, maybe +1, something like that. But yeah, I have a lot of speed. I can outspeed everything on his team, of course. And this is a really reliable win con because it hits the majority of his team really nicely. Nothing really wants to switch in other than something like the Gliscor, but obviously that is set up body for my Hawlucha. So yeah, Hawlucha looks to be like a very potent win con here, and this bulk up subset is going to be really nice. Let's see how it comes into play. Next up, I have a really nice breaker and a win con here, depending on what it is. I like it more as a breaking role in this matchup. Dual Sap, Layer Blitz, Dragon Claw, Dragon Dance, and Roost. I only needed 2 attacks on this thing really to rip apart his team, or her team, I'm sorry, there it is. But yeah, Dragon Dance Roost gives me so much longevity because I can easily take a hit from Mega Sharpedo, Dragon Dance up, Roost up if I really need to, if I'm out of range of something, and Volley can't really do much to me. It can't really switch in. I mean, it can switch into like your Flare Blitz if it's like rock or water or whatever the typing is. But that's just pretty free setup fodder for me because it can't really do much unless it's toxic, but I can roost on it as well. So in general, just a really nice set here. I can also switch into the Galvantula and proceed to setup, and nothing she can really do about it. There it is again, except run like Scarfing the Hillego, which I'm pretty much expecting in this matchup, quite honestly. Scarfing the Hillego does have a pretty decent bring against me if it wasn't for the Registeel, which she kind of has trouble breaking, so maybe Scarfing the Hillego is not the way to go, but it's the only way she can check Scarf 1 Zardex, I feel like. So a very good set here, and some Spadef to take hits from Togekiss is better. So that's really nicely. I took it out of attack. Next up, I have my Max Spadef, Registeel, Stealth Rock, Iron Head, Thunder Wave, and Seismic. Stealth Rocks are really nice here in order to chip Kyurem down to the point where Comfey can revenge. Hawlucha can kill it with a Drain Punch, stuff like that, as well as hit Salazzle and kill it, be able to kill it with a lot of things on my team. And in general, just pressure his team very nicely, and it is my switch into Kyurem Black, Togekiss, and Nihilego. But obviously I need to play my Registeel in a perfect manner in this game because all 3 of those hit incredibly hard against my team, and my only switch into those is Registeel. So I really need to play my cards correctly with Registeel and make some aggressive plays. I feel like predicting what attack she's going to use against my team. So I really need to play well with the Registeel. And I have Stealth Rock, Iron Head, Thunder Wave, and Seismic Toss. Thunder Wave is really nice in case she decides to bring Scarfing the Hillego. I can Thunder Wave that and proceed to win with something like my Coco, which pretty much bodies her. And nothing really appreciates a T-Wave in general. Kyurem Black can't really sub up on me since I do have an Iron Head that is able to break the sub, unless it's really bulky, but I'm not too worried about that. Either way, Seismic Toss is able to break that sub. That hits everything else on her team. She doesn't have a Ghost type, unless you bring Silvally Ghost, which is not bad, I suppose, but yeah, Seismic Toss is really nice for that. And yeah, in general, Rock's really good for my team, helps Hawlucha win con, and chipping down things. So really nice Registeel set. Again, I really need to play carefully with my Registeel and play my cards correctly. Next up, I have #no switch-ins. Young Diggersby with a choice band, max attack, adamant with 4 attacks, return, earthquake, quick attack, and ice punch. Banded quick attack can also be an incredible win con because her rock type is a Nihilego and her steel type is a Jirachi that doesn't take my earthquakes at all and it's like immensely pressured against my team. Something like the Hawlucha, Coco, Zardex all really threaten out the Jirachi, and even Jirachi doesn't necessarily want to take a Seismic Toss from the Registeel, but it is able to wish that back up, but it can't really do much back to my Registeel. But either way, I'm not planning to let Registeel take chip. So yeah, again, Diggersby's quick attack is really nice to win con if everything's chipped enough, and nothing exactly wants to take a return. Nihilego's not a switch-in, as you guys can obviously tell. Her best switch-in, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Her best switch-in is probably like a really max FizzDef Gliscor potentially. I think that's like the best thing she has, other than like Chestnut potentially. But I do have Ice Punch, so I can hit the Gliscor and Chestnut. And Adamant really gives me the extra power boost that I need to pretty much destroy her team and pave way for my Hawlucha win con. So yeah, really nice. I have a lot of win cons on this team. I have my Comfy that can potentially revenge, but I'd rather have my Diggersby revenge with its priority because it's much stronger. I can have my Zardex, but I want it to be a breaker, and my Hawlucha is probably going to be the safest win con for me, as nothing exactly wants to take a hit from Hawlucha, and it can't really do much back. So yeah, really nice team. I'm looking back at it, I don't have any switch-ins to Salazzle. I did not bring my Seismitoad because I felt like Registeel was needed to be able to handle the Nihilego. Obviously can't run Grass Knot, and I have no switch-in to Kieran Black at that point if I do get Grass Knotted. So yeah, I didn't bring Seismitoad, and Salazzle's looking really threatening against my team. But yeah, other than that, I think I have a good team. Obviously this was recorded after the battle, so this is all hindsight prep that I noticed afterward. But yeah, I feel like I have everything handled. Nothing is like way too threatening against me except for that Salazzle against this team. But yeah, man, I'm gonna jump right into the battle. And we are here with the battle against Ange in week 5 of the UPA. So looking at her team, she brings in Nihilego, Kieran Black, Gliscor, Silvally, Salazzle, and the Sharpedo. So her only rocker is going to be that Nihilego and the Gliscor, and Diggersby looks like to be an incredible lead against her because nothing exactly wants to take a hit from this thing. Kieran Black, I don't think is going to be the best lead for her because I can just switch in my Registeel, get up rocks, and get a free switch there, but it does perform nicely to whittle down my Registeel for the Nihilego win con potentially. Salazzle is obviously incredible against my team that I decided to bring. Very Salazzle weak team, so I didn't really pay attention to that bad prep on my end, but it's going to be really tough to play around that Salazzle. If it gets a free switch in, I can't really allow that to happen, so I need to do my best around it. But like I said before, I'm going to lead with the Diggersby as it threatens out the Gliscor and the Nihilego, which are her only rockers, and I feel like rocks are just a really easy lead against any of my teams that I bring against the Zardex, because yeah, chipping Zardex down is going to be key, but I don't know why I paused it. But she reveals to be Silvally Ghost, which is a pretty decent switch-in to my Diggersby, but I do switch into my Registeel because she can't really do anything, and I get up 3 rocks here. But I instead double into Tapu Koko because I didn't want her to go Gliscor and get a free rocks up, but yeah, I double into my Koko there, but obviously there is a risk of her being Scarfed regardless if I have a Registeel or not. Like I said before, she can chip my team down to the point where she can run Scarf Nihilego as a decent win con, but she reveals Toxic Spike, so that removes it as being Choice Scarf pretty much. I don't think that's going to be the Scarfer because she needs 3 moves to hit my entire, well, 4 moves to hit my entire team. And I switch into Zard because I know that Gliscor can't really do much to me unless it has Stone Edge, which I'm not expecting at all, but she goes for the Toxic here, and it's really interesting bringing Toxic with T-Spikes, but if it works, it works. Now I'm going to stay in regular form and D-Dance. This is not a first turn Mega lead, so I'm able to do that, avoid the Earthquake, and I'm just going to D-Dance again. Now she goes for Protect, trying to rack up some Toxic turns, but yeah, I'm a +2 Zard, and nothing really switches in on me. Silvally is going to be sacked right here. Flare Blitz obviously kills that, but I take a lot of recoil because that was a max HP. Silvally, I'm assuming, and right here I'm going to go for the Roost here, predicting to Protect, because it was a very, very safe play on Ange's end to go for the Protect and kill my Zard, so I'm just going to go for the Roost there. As she goes for the double Protect and actually gets it, so that kind of sucks, but either way I'm going to be dying to recoil, and she has to pick another sack right here anyway, and I decided to take the Gliscor down with me. So really, really good stuff right there right off the bat. Zardex taking out 2 Pokemon, the Silvally and the Gliscor, and she does not look to have a quick attack switching from Diggersby at this point, so that can be a very good win con. Once that Nihilego is chipped to the point where I'm able to just completely sweep, and she goes to Salazzle here, which is really nice because I'm trying to get more chip on the Salazzle so I can win with the Diggersby. So I just go into my Koko, and I decided to set up this ring because another win con that can potentially be very nice is a Hawlucha, and if she scarfed Salazzle, then that's fine with me because I get my terrain up and I can pretty much win with this Hawlucha or Diggersby potentially. And with the Hawlucha, she's kind of forced to go the Nihilego and is forced to kind of attack here, but that's fine by me because I still have a full health Registeel waiting to take on the Kieran Black, and I still am able to chip this Nihilego down to the point where it does not take a banded quick attack from Diggersby. Now I don't die to anything from Nihilego unless it's Specs or if it's T-Bolt, and T-Bolt is a roll, but she goes for a Sludge Wave, gets a poison, which I don't think is going to matter in the long run. I'm just going to continue to Drain Punch here. She switches into Kieran Black, which is fine by me because at this point, Banded Diggersby literally wins. So that's really nice. The combination with Diggersby and Comfy wins a game here, but actually it's my Hawlucha that ends up winning the game here as she has no more switch-ins once the Glasgow was sacked or destroyed by my Zard. So Zard did its job here. I'm going to go for the Drain Punch once again. I actually forgot Speed Boost, which kind of sucks. Could have gone for the double protect there, but either way I would still be outspeeding a Sharpedo, I believe. Maybe not, but I don't know. Didn't really impact the game too much because she lost a banded quick attack and Comfy at that point anyway. But yeah, we pick up a really nice win over Ange here, picking up, we're going 3-2 right now. We are +6 differential, and we're actually tied for first in the King Clyde division. So with King Clyde, funnily enough. So yeah, really nice win here. I really needed that differential to bounce back from our loss against Clyde last week. So I felt like I played that pretty well. My prep was actually not amazing. I lost to Salazzle. So I really need to think about that if we end up playing in playoffs. But yeah, Hawlucha did his job here. My Zardex did phenomenal, breaking her entire team. Getting rid of Gliscor secured my win con with Comfy plus Diggersby pretty much. And 2 of my mods didn't even need to hit the field, which is really nice. But they definitely impacted prep. Actually, no, only Comfy didn't need to come out. So yeah, really good stuff there. I'm really happy with the way I played, but yeah, next week I believe we play Manly Soap, if I recall correctly. I may be wrong about that. Let me check really quickly if you allow me to. I'm gonna check real quick on the dock if it can load. Appreciated. Let's go to schedule right here. And I do end up playing Sophie. So yeah, really good pal of mine and looking forward to that battle. He is actually doing really well in the season right now. I believe he's 3-1, 4-1, something like that. But he's doing really well and I'm looking forward to that match. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me. And like always, have a swell day. Peace.